And I recognize the chairman of the full committee, Mr. Comer from Kentucky, for 5 minutes of question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Dr. Tabak, I want to thank you for being here today representing NIH. I want to ask both about the situation regarding EcoHealth and a few questions regarding the Institute's record retention policies. Starting with EcoHealth. Yesterday, HHS proposed debarring them from federal funds, from receiving federal funds. Does NIH agree with this decision?
Yes, we do.
Back in 2020, when NIH originally terminated and then suspended the EcoHealth grant, many scientists were outraged. We have emails where Dr. Daszak called NIH actions Stalinesque. He called you, NIH acting dentist director, Tabak, and your oversight actions as an anti-science shit show. And that's a quote, it's not my word. Dr. Tabak, do you agree with the request NIH made of EcoHealth?
Oh, absolutely.
Dr. Tabak, do you agree with the actions NIH has taken against EcoHealth?
Completely.
Is anyone entitled to receive federal funds?
Of course not. You have to demonstrate your ability to oversee them correctly.
And did EcoHealth fail to satisfactorily answer NIH's request?
They have.
Right. So NIH reinstated EcoHealth's grant on the condition that there would be no work in China and the Wuhan lab had already been debarred. Dr. Daszak testified that since then, and during the course of the grant, he spoke routinely with the Wuhan Institute of Virology to get data and publish papers. Did Dr. Daszak ever inform the NIH that he would keep working with the Wuhan lab even though they were debarred?
Not to my knowledge.
Shifting to some questions regarding NIH's document retention policies. Dr. David Moran, a senior advisor to Dr. Fauci for decades, wrote in an email to Dr. Daszak, quote, "I learned from our FOIA lady here how to make emails disappear after I am FOIA'd, but before the search starts. So I think we are all safe. Plus, I deleted most of those earlier emails after sending them to Gmail." End quote. Is that consistent with NIH document retention policies?
It is not.
Does the NIH FOIA office teach employees how to avoid transparency?
I certainly hope not.
He also later wrote Dr. Daszak, and I quote, "We are all smart enough to know to never have smoking guns, and if we did, we wouldn't put them in emails. And if we found them, we would delete them," end quote. Is that consistent with NIH document retention policies?
It is not.
Finally, emails show that Dr. Moran's would share internal discussions regarding upcoming FOIA releases with Dr. Daszak. He would then help Dr. Daszak craft responses to documents being released in these FOIAs. Are those actions consistent with NIH policies?
If those actions occurred, they would not be consistent. No.
So do these actions concern you, Dr. Tabak?
It does indeed.
What is Dr. Moran's current employment status?
He is an employee of NIH.
Well, I think you see where my lines of questioning were leading. We have some serious concerns. We have fought in the select subcommittee, the oversight committee, on obtaining information. And, you know, here you have admission of deleting information, going to great lengths to not be transparent in an apparent cover-up of something that I think we would agree in a bipartisan manner is one of the most serious issues that our country's ever faced, the COVID-19 pandemic. So I appreciate the work of Chairman Winstrup and the full committee here to try to get to the truth, give the American people the truth, because that's what they want. And that's what this committee's role is. But we also want to hold people accountable for wrongdoing. So we look forward to working with you to help us achieve what the American people want us to achieve in this select committee. With that, Mr. Chair, I yield back.